Hey guys, I noticed after the last video a few people having some questions about my add-ons and my Weakauras, so I thought I'd go over that real quick today. I won't go into too much detail with the specific Weakauras. They're all fairly simple. I'll go into the settings so you guys can just pause the video for a moment if you want to copy some of them. Cool. Let's start with add-ons, I guess. So, real simple ones out of the way. I use shadowed unit frames for my unit frames. I like that. It's pretty simple. Been using that pretty much forever. It's personal preference, I guess. I use dominoes for my bars. I used to use bartender, but I noticed quite a few bugs and glitches with it back in Classic, so I kind of made the switch to dominoes, and it's been working out real well for me, so I'll stick with that. Other than that, we got an add-on called OmniCC, which just shows us the debuffs that are on our target. The nameplate add-on is Plater, by the way, but again, personal preferences, I guess. We are also using an add-on called Classic Spell Activation, which just gives us an icon here once, yeah, there you go. Once a spell comes off cooldown. Yeah, just a little visualization in the middle of your screen, I guess. Um, Also, we're obviously using details, so just real quick, I had some performance drops in Next 25, and I feel a few people had that reading through forums and stuff. So what actually ended up helping me um, is putting the update interval back to 1 second. For some reason, it like went way down with Wrath Launch, and I never double checked it, and yeah, it kind of made the game real laggy, real weird frame drops and stuff. So you kind of just want to put the update interval back to 1 second. So that helped me immensely. So my lags are pretty much gone now, which is nice. And other than that, maybe a quick shout out to an add-on called Opie. Haven't been seeing too much about it, but I really like it. It just kind of gives you this like wheel for icons by the press of a button, so kind of like nice for like weapon enchants, profession, stuff like that, just to keep your actual bars a bit more tidy, I guess. Cool, I think that's pretty much it with the add-ons. Let's have a look into the weak auras. First off, we use a shield tracker here that shows me the remaining time and the remaining stacks of my shields, right? So that's quite handy. We also have a tracker in the middle of the screen once there's no shield up. Just a big reminder to put your damn shield back up, right? Other than that, we got a totem bar here as well. Just yeah, tracking our totems. They show if we're in reach as well. So if we walk away far enough, they start being gray. I guess there we go. Yep. So not in range anymore. Um, Also got a additional fire totem tracker here, just because we really want to keep an eye on that. We don't want to lose out on any magma totem uptime during boss fights. This one also has a audio cue that just gives me a little bell ring once we're under 3 seconds. Have a quick look how they look in Weak Aura. So that's the shield tracker, real simple. Yeah, just shows you if you're missing a buff, either one of those 3 buffs. Got the fire totem tracker right here. Super simple fire totem, totem number 1, if you want to integrate that in weak auras. And same here, just the audio cue. Once it's under 1 second, it just yeah, plays a sound, right? Easy. We also got a GCD tracker here. So it just fills up this circle to indicate the GCD. I feel that's pretty helpful with to give you like a better understanding of the timing to weave in your lightning bolts and stuff. because that's gonna be the big problem in the end is like, is the GCD working out or not? That's kind of what you need to pay attention to when you weave your lightning bolts. Quick note here, with the way how WoW works, you can actually queue up a spell once you're in like 3/4 of the tracker. You can actually already queue up the spell, and once your GCD is off, it casts the spell. So you don't have to wait for the full circle to fill up. Um, so obviously we got the Swingtimer. That's the Swingtimer by Ragator. You can just Google that. That comes pretty much out of the box. I think that's the standard enhanced kind of Swingtimer in RAF now. I think everybody more or less uses some form of it. Obviously shows you it gives you 2 bars. The lighter one tracks your chain lightning possibility of weaving. The other one tracks your lightning bolt possibility of weaving. And oh, sorry, the other way around actually. And yeah, just visualizes it pretty well if you have time to weave in a cast or not, or if you have just time for a chain lightning. Yeah, just gotta pay attention to your GCD tracker in combination with that. That is pretty much the Swingtimer out of the box. The only 2 things I changed it is it usually comes with a indicator for your lava burst as well, which I took out just because we don't really use lava burst during fights. So it's just a bit of clutter that you can take away. And what I also did is I made it so it just shows up when I'm in combat. Like out of the box, it's always here, but it's a bit annoying, this gray bar. So what you can do is you can just go to load and put the tick in just load in combat. Yeah, just reducing your clutter on the monitor a little bit. Other than that, we got obviously our proc trackers. So left hand side, I have all the haste trackers. So flurry, that is the totem, and this one here was the whetstone. And then on the right hand side, I got the stuff that gives me AP and spell power. Here you go, potion as well, just so you can time your fire elemental better, right? So like just decent visualization for that. Have a quick look how that looks in Weakauras. Here we go, procs. So yeah, pretty much just a simple trigger. If the R is on, it shows up, right? Pretty straightforward. You can obviously, like the greatness is for my rogue, for example, so you can obviously use that for multiple classes and just set it up how you want. Always handy to track your procs. Cool. Last thing, I guess, is the general spell tracker. So kind of shows me cooldowns, obviously. It shows me if something is out of range. So if we walk over here, for example, we're out of shock range. So it tracks that. And what it also does is we have one icon that tracks my cooldown for shocks, for example, and this one here tracks the duration of the flame shock debuff on the boss. Same with Storm Strike. First one tracks the cooldown on Storm Strike itself. Second one tracks the duration of the debuff on the boss. So you obviously always want to have Flame Shock up. You always want to have Storm Strike up. So kind of just makes it a bit easier to decide. 6-second cooldown, so you can put an Earth Shock in and you have your shock back up by the time Flame Shock runs out, right? And I think that is pretty much everything, to be honest with you. I hope that helped some people, and happy passing, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.